Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on my furnace. It's a Lennox Merit Series. See the diagnostic blinking lights. The red is D1, the green one is D2. Slow, alternating, slow flash, watch guard, burners failed to ignite. Basically what that means is the igniter is not firing like it should. Had this problem before on the other furnace, and so it's a pretty quick, easy little fix. It's an expensive part. I think I paid $109 for it, but it is way back in there. Trying to see if I can get the light in there. If you see it's a white it's two white wires going back in the back there, and that goes over to in front of the jet burner. And when everything starts going on, it starts to glow and get hot and ignites the gas, which warms the house up. So I'm gonna be replacing that. This is the igniter for the G40, G43 series Lennox, and hopefully that'll get our heat going. We're not as cold here in Texas as some other places, but we're used to the heat, so when it does get a little chilly, it's not too fun. So change that, see how it works. Actually, I'll show you guys real quick. I've got the power on, and the thermostat is calling for heat, which basically it's sending a signal here saying, hey, it's time to turn the heat on. And so I'll re-energize this. You'll see the diagnostic lights blinking, and on the diagnostic panel there it says it's calling for heat. Here in just a second, the blower for the gas is going to kick on, and then it's going to try to fire, and the igniter back there, it's been intermittent. It was working every now and then and a couple times, and then it stopped working, but that is not going to glow, the gas is not going to light, and then we'll get that same default alternating blinking lights in there. So let's give this a couple of seconds, and it should start doing its thing. There we go. So now that kicks on, and then we'll start calling for the igniter to ignite. It'll start glowing, getting red hot, and then the gas will fire. And once the gas fires, if this little sensor down there doesn't sense heat, send that signal back to the board, it immediately shuts the gas off again, and it'll try that a couple of times, and then it'll go into the default. Alright, there we go. Gas is firing. Off. Didn't sense the heat. It's going to do that a couple more times, maybe one more time, and then we'll get the alternating diagnostic code. And you can smell the gas when it fires. The exhaust fan's pulling that out of there, so Not worried about explosion or anything like that. There it goes again. Gas doesn't ignite. So forth and so on. It's going to do that. It might do it one more time. And then it realizes something's wrong, and just a safeguard, redundancy, safety feature, it'll just shut off and it'll show you that diagnostic code. Just the alternating blinking lights. There. Gas is on again. Nothing. And so that's what it'll do. It's going to be that igniter back there. I'm going to go ahead and change it out. It's going to be somewhat of a pain to get back in there to get that way back in there. There's a screw holding it on. I have to figure out how to get to that. See what all I have to take apart to get off of it, and then we'll see if it works after we change the igniter. I believe it will, but I'll bring you guys along to see. Alright, so there's a panel. This panel goes in like so. It's 4 screws. You only have to loosen the top and the bottom on the side, and then there's, see that little hole in the back? You gotta take that one out, and there's another one at the top. Take that one out, and then that right there is the igniter. There's a 1/4 inch screw right there. Take that thing off. The igniter will come out. We'll plug and play and fire it up. Here's the old igniter I just got out. Visually, you can't see that anything is necessarily wrong with it. I'm going to actually check it with my ohm meter and see if something might, if it doesn't ohm out right or something like that. There's some, I don't really know what that is. Just kind of some buildup on it. Looks calcification or something like that. I don't know if it's, I don't know exactly what it is, but I'll pull the new one out and tell you this one is a lot thicker than the new one, but I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter the size. But let me get the new one out and pop it in right quick. You know, these are the 2 igniters side by side. The new one looks newer, but you can see it's very thin compared to that one. Here's the problem. It's an easy fix, but it's a pain in the ass. They got 2 different plugs. That's and it does not line up. So what I'm going to do, cut this one off, solder this one onto this one, it'll heat shrink, and then go put it in the furnace. Just another little step. Sometimes plug and play parts don't plug and play so well, but I'm gonna do that right quick, and then we'll head back up to the attic. Voila. Alright, I'm done. Let's go put this thing in and get the heat going. It's getting chilly. And one more pain in the ass. That's a square hole. That's a round peg. And no fit. So let me run downstairs to the garage real quick and wallow that hole out to where that round peg will fit in there, and then we'll get it back on there. It's always something. Alright, so the new one's installed. I'm going to go ahead and turn the power back on to it, see if we get ignition and everything works the way it's supposed to. So let's give it a shot. Just like last time, it's going to take a few minutes for it to kind of get going again. Thermostat's coming on and all that. So that's right there. That's wires going to the thermostat and such, telling it, kind of the brain's telling it what this board is supposed to do with all the rest of the stuff. So let the thermostat get going. Hopefully when it kicks on, we hear the exhaust fan come on. That igniter over there will start glowing as well. Back in there somewhere. But we should be able to see it glow. Alright, igniter's getting hot. Gas is going to start blowing in just a second. Gas on. Boom. Yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Igniter's back off. Heat's blowing. Just a second, the fan's gonna kick on, start blowing the warm air through the house. It'll be nice and warm tonight. $100 part. A little bit of time fiddle farting around with it, but saved at least a $400 service call and someone trying to sell me on a new furnace. I was certainly hoping that part would have been a $20 part or something like that, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to button this up and hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys, if y'all have the same problem, can troubleshoot it, figure it out, or I hope the video helped at least show one thing that's going on. A lot of the time you just kind of follow what's the diagnostic LEDs are showing you and the little status diagnostic codes on here, and it'll kind of help narrow down what it could be. But we've got heat.